Welcome back to Gemini Studios. My name is AJ, and in this part of this series, we're going to continue enhancing this card that flips in 3D. In the previous video, we saw how we can add elements that are pre-made in Framer into the current structure of this 3D card that we're creating, where you click on it and it'll flip, and you can see the front and you can see the back. And we also have this section in the middle which represents the actual container, in this case called the card faces, which holds the front and also the back of the face, which is this blue one. So now we are going to enhance it a little bit more, and let's get started. So I thought that perhaps maybe we can change the transparency so we can see through it, and I thought about doing something really cool to the middle of the card, in other words to the actual card or the container, the green section. And it's something that just came to me. It's an idea that I had, and let's see if we can actually implement that into this component. All right, so what we are going to do is once you open, if you've been following along, what you can do now is select the front card, which is the red one, and we're going to hide it. So you can hit Command or Control semicolon on your keyboard, or you can right click on it and then you can select hide. All right, now that is hidden, we cannot work on it, but we can actually select the card faces, which is the actual green section. Okay, so I have prepared something already that I want to insert in here. You can use whatever you want. You can use an image if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and use that little element that I created. It's this little cog right here, and this is something that I made in Figma. You can use Figma, Canva, any other software that you want to draw stuff, or you can actually use the actual available icons that you have here in Framer. If you go to plugins, and you can type Iconify, clicking there, and you can find all kinds of icons. You can type cog if you want, or anything, and you can see whatever is available. There's not a lot here. I actually grabbed this cog from Figma, but feel free to do whatever you want that you think will look good. So I'm going to go ahead and select these card faces in the first variant, which is the green space. I'm going to paste that cog in there, and if by any chance it's out of place, since it's inside of a frame, you can go ahead and come up here and align it horizontally and vertically like so. Okay, now select the card faces, and we're going to eliminate this fill or this green color, and you only going to see whatever you put inside of this container, which is the card faces. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the front face back up again, so you can again hit Command semicolon, or you can right click and select show, and now that cog is inside, even though you cannot see it. It's right in between. So if I were to twist the card faces again and rotate it, you can see that it's in there. And again, you cannot see the back because we have the back of each face, we have that set to hidden, but we're gonna set that back to show so that you can see a really cool 3D effect. Perfect. Now there's one more thing to do. Now we want to rotate that cog as the card rotates, because as it is right now, if we click on it, you won't be able to see. I mean, you see the cog, but it doesn't do anything. It rotates with the cards, but I want that to actually rotate in place so that it looks very, very cool. Okay, so in order to make that happen, what we are going to do is we are going to select the second variant, okay, right here. And now inside of that second variant, you can select the back card, which is the blue. You're gonna hide it. Now you can select the actual cog in the second variant, and we are going to rotate it 180 degrees. So what I normally do is I look at this bottom section, and I make sure that that section is looking up as I rotate, and also notice that I am holding shift as I rotate. So when you see that the black arrow that turns to the sides like that, it means that you can rotate like that. And then you hold shift, and then you can rotate. All right, I just rotated this 180 degrees. Let's make that back section visible again. Let's click on the first one, and now let's hit play. Let's see. And there you go. Now you see the actual cog rotating inside or in the middle of the cards. Very cool. Now let's make this look even better. We're gonna go ahead and select both cards in the first variant, so the front and the back, and we are going to make the back face visible this time. Test it again, and now you can actually see the full 3D effect. Perfect. All right, let's go even further. Now we are going to make a very cool effect. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the front card, which is the red one. We're going to click on that color. We're going to make it black, all the way black. And now we're going to set this to 10% transparency. We're going to do the same thing for the back card. So we're going to select the back card again in the first variant. We're going to select and make that color black, and let's give it a 10% as well. Perfect. Now we're going to go and open the front face in the first variant. Okay, the front face, and we're going to go to the card. And that card inside of the front face is this one right here. The white space with the photo is holding everything inside of it. So that section that says card, or that stack, should have a white fill. So if you change it here, you can see there's that white fill right there. Now that we're going to leave it white, and we're going to give this a 10% as well. And as you can see now through the card, and you can see the cog, and you can see the other card, or the rear card behind it. Now we are going to, with the same card selected, the one that actually no, it's actually the front card. So from that card that we just turned transparent, which is this right here, we're going to click the front card, and we are going to go to styles. We're going to click either anywhere here, okay, or the plus, and we're going to select filters, background blur. Again, let me do it again. Styles, filters, BG blur right there. And now after you do that, you can see that now we have added some blur to the front face, but we're going to increase that a little bit more. And so come down here where it says background blur, and from 5 we're going to increase it to 10. Now it looks better. Now we're going to do the same thing to the back. Again, everything done in the first variant. So back card, we're going to open that up. We're going to go to the card that's inside of the back section, and if you scroll down, you should see that it has a white color. Click on it, 10%. So now you can see through it. We're just missing the blur. Now go back here and click on the back card, which used to be the blue one. We just turned black, and we're going to add a style as well. Go to filters, background blur, come down here and give this a 10% blur. And now you can see through it, and we have this nice blur effect under the card. Now for better visibility, I'm going to go ahead and change, since we are here in the back section, I'm going to go ahead and open this stack that says content. I'm going to select the first text, scroll down here, and I'm going to give it a color of white. And at the bottom, let's make it D6, D6, D6. That should be a gray, but still it's lighter. You can actually see it. Now let's do the same thing for the front. So I'm going to close the back here, open the front, come to the content right here. The first one should be white, and the second one, same thing. I'll go D6, D6, D6. There you go. Now let's give this, let's try it out and see how it looks. Hit play. Now we can see blur effect. We can actually see through the card, and let's click on it. And look at that. Such a cool little card, you know, in 3D that you can implement in your websites. And this makes a big difference. It's something that is refined that you don't see in many places. So the possibilities are endless. I said this before. All you have to do is play around and see what you can come out with. Now, I decided that I wanted to do something a little bit further, you know, something more, something extra to show you that really the possibilities are endless here. you can actually make this into a video instead of an image. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it as is for now. And if you want to see that, if you want to see me turn this into a video for the front and the back as well, let me know down in the comments. Let's see, I'm gonna do one more thing to see how this looks. So I have exited out of the component. If you were inside of the component like so, you can click home here, exit, and now this is the main breakpoint. I'm going to change that background by selecting on the desktop breakpoint, coming here to the white color. I'm gonna select an image, going up, I'm gonna go to plugins, unsplash, and let's see, let's do something like 3D or something like that. See if I can find a cool background, and then we can display the actual component that we created in front of that image. Let's select this one. Let's see, something like that. All right, now let's hit play. Let's open all the way through, and now let's click on it, and look at that. Something so cool, guys. And you can save this component and reuse it and do whatever you want with it. Again, this is a very cool presentation for whatever website, whatever design you are making. It's a really cool idea, and again, possibilities are endless. All you have to do is use your imagination and you can create something very cool like this one. Thank you for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to every one of you. And if you want me to create anything in specific, please let me know, and I will be more than happy to create something that I'm able to show you guys how to do cool things in Framer. Again, this is AJ from Gemini Studios. Thank you for watching. Share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.